Okay, so property fraud, okay. Dirt lawyer, I'm sure, has seen a couple of these occasions. She's nodding yes. So this is the way the scheme works, okay? Someone will file a fraudulent deed. Now you may be wondering, Juan, why are you processing a fraudulent deed? I am legally obligated to accept deeds that satisfy the legal requirements within the four corners of the document. So as long as there's two signatures, a notary, it lists the grantor, the grantee, has a legal description, and actually technically the folio number is not necessary, but it's very helpful. As long as those legal requirements are satisfied, I am legally obligated to file this, okay? Now, luckily, there are a group of individuals that I call frequent flyers called sovereign citizens, that these individuals believe that the laws don't apply to them. They come so often that we know who they are and we have ways of pushing back on them. But, so the scheme is that someone will file a fraudulent deed, then it gets transferred to either fictitious corporation or to an individual, and then that individual will refinance a property, take the equity out, and leaves a rightful owner, one with a property that's not in their name, and then two with no equity, right? So then the legal process would be, the correct legal process would be for the rightful owner to file a lawsuit. It's essentially like a declaratory judgment, asking the judge to declare that the property is in fact the rightful owner's property, and ask the judge to strip away the lien from the property. So the lender is the one that's left holding the bag at the end of this process. Typically a financial institution, or it could be a hard money lender, a private lender. I've seen situations where it's typically one or the other. I mean, there's not much other options for financing when it comes to that. In my opinion, typically it's probably, I mean, I've seen both. I've seen lending institutions and private lenders. They get burned on it. But, so that's a scheme. The rightful owner has to file a lawsuit. The good news is that the legislature, it was actually in my last session that we changed the law, that in a situation like that, you can file what's called summary procedure, where the judge is obligated to take it up on a priority basis. So it jumps up to the top of the judge's docket, and you can potentially resolve a case like that in 60 to 90 days if you're on top of it, maybe even sooner. But as you can imagine, it leaves a serious weight for the owner. Most of the victims in these cases are elderly individuals who have their properties paid in full or vacant lots, and yeah, the perpetrators are anywhere from people who are caretakers to the individuals or complete strangers. And the way that this system works, the property fraud alert system works, is that you can either scan the QR code or go online to our miami-dade-clerk.gov and then scroll down to the spotlight section. And then the rotating spotlight has property fraud alert registration system is one of them. So you click on it, takes you to a page, you put in your information and your email address, and we will send you an email, okay? Then you go to your email account, verify the email, so you click on the link, and then it takes you back to another page of ours, and you put in the folio number and the information of the property, and you could register with us up to 25 properties, and we will send you a notice via email and text message. You can elect for one or the other. If there's a change in the deed of any of the properties that you register with us, okay?